Hey.
Welcome back to another episode of Shaking Up the Game with your hosts, Haley.
Ari.
Ari.
Reporting for duty.
Ari.
Okay, fuck off. Reporting for NFL duty. We have just wrapped up week one.
If you didn't catch the previous episode where we talked all things Seattle Mariners, you can go back to that one. Episode number 2 of the week.
Yeah.
All things football.
Yeah,
baby.
all things football. We have really just jumped right into the first week. One thing about the NFL is that they are going to give us some shit to watch.
Yeah. No, and baseball season is long.
Right.
Hard to stay,
Yeah.
involved for a long time.
Mhm.
The NFL comes out swinging.
High
Drama.
Yep.
Viewership.
Yep.
Rivalries.
Yes.
Drama.
It's
more
so
drama.
funny.
Fan shit. Player shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's so funny because every year I feel like they always purposely put together an AFC championship, NFC championship matchup or Super Bowl matchup or rematch and rivalry match. And I'm like, dude, we're all tapped in for game one. Like, you don't even have to do all this extra shit, but thanks.
No, thanks for doing it. I mean, maybe focus up a little bit more on that week 16.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, football week 1, you don't got to convince me to watch.
Yeah.
I'm watching.
So we have opened up the season with Jalen Carter spitting on Dak Prescott in the season opener. Justin Herbert having almost a nearly perfect game against their win against the Chiefs. Aaron Rodgers is apparently not washed with 4 TDs in the Steelers opener, but Russell Wilson definitely is. Tua turned the ball over, has returned. The Texans' offensive line is somehow worse than last year. Caleb Williams and JJ McCarthy cosplayed Freaky Friday and swapped bodies, I believe, at halftime. Monday night. In an epic Sunday night showdown, the Ravens blew a 50-point lead to the Buffalo Bills with 5 minutes left to play.
Was it 50?
15-point?
Oh, I thought you said 50. I was
15.
like, Jesus.
Despite having a 97.8% chance of winning. And we also learned we can never count out Baker Mayfield. And if you missed it, the Seahawks lost the home opener to the 49ers.
I missed it.
So, where should we begin? We decided to just pick the 4 top games, which happen to be the primetime games, to open up week 1 that we are going to talk about, and then a couple other tidbits, and then a recap of the Seahawks versus 49ers.
As much as I would love to go over every single game, unnecessary. We got to start with the old Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, so
America's team, baby.
America's team, Dallas Cowboys, opened up the season with the Philadelphia Eagles visiting Jerry's World.
The best place on earth.
Yeah, snooze. The Eagles did pull out the win, 24-20. Lots of drama in this game.
A lot of drama. I will say, ultimately, the Cowboys looked far better than I believed
100%.
they were expected to look.
Yeah, I agree. Lots of drama just within seconds of
6.
the game.
It's like a bull ride. 6 seconds.
6 seconds, that's all you got. Before Jalen Carter decides to spit on Dak Prescott.
What's up with the spitting lately?
Not sure. My head's going to go in a inappropriate area.
Well, I was actually referring to in the Sounders Soccer Championship, the coach was spat on as well with a nice loogie.
Yeah.
So the
we can't do the finger guns anymore, so I guess we're spitting.
No, we're spitting.
He did get ejected.
Fined.
Correct. $57,000.
Okay.
But he can play in week 2.
Yeah, I was going to say, so it was ruled that his 1-game suspension was essentially served during game 1 because he did it within the first 6 seconds, and essentially the majority of the game hadn't been played.
You missed game 1.
I feel as though that was part of the game plan or something.
Probably.
That was discussed prior.
Probably. What is your take on the situation? Do you think that Jalen Carter was the first one to spit, or do you think Dak Prescott instigated this?
I saw this.
What's your take on
I
this
mean,
situation?
definitely from the film. I love film. I love game film.
Love film.
Yeah, I love to watch that.
Unlike Kyler Murray, we watch game film.
Yeah, he watches COD. Well, Prescott said something. Jalen Carter wasn't talking to himself.
No.
Something was being said.
What I saw was Dak Prescott spit, which he claims that he does that all the time. However, when he spit, he looked up and down Jalen Carter and smirked.
Yeah, like, I did it on accident and, like, kind of glad I did it.
You're telling me that you
He's dirty. You spit when you talk.
Well,
Gross.
how many years have you been in the league? And okay, like I know a lot of players like will spit, like it's a QB thing. I don't know the rhyme or reason. I don't frankly care. But you've been doing this for years. But the odds that you spit towards Jalen Carter, towards his feet, looked him up and down and smirked.
Right.
I don't think that was your typical pre-snap spit, let me get the ball out. That wasn't part of the routine. I don't think so.
No, I think the routine of spinning is like, spit downwards. Not like it's catching feet distance.
Right.
Like,
and going across the line to the tackle on the
like,
other
I get,
team.
like, the little hand thing. A lot of quarterbacks do that. We kind of, like, let the spit go down because wet mouths. We're wearing mouth guards. I get the whole thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't need distance.
No, it doesn't need to be at the opposing team's player. So that happened, and Jalen Carter spit back. Probably shouldn't have retaliated, because if he didn't, then he would have played the whole game, and it would have been fine.
Right.
But, I mean, that's kind of how those situations go. It's always the second player that gets in trouble.
Yeah, well,
So
I don't think Jalen Carter had it in him to, like, stay peaceful.
I don't think so either.
If you remember him from Georgia.
Yeah, he had a lot of controversy around him, even in the draft. And then he was very well behaved last year with the Philadelphia Eagles. And I think after that rookie year, he's kind of settled in, and he said, fuck it. This little boy Dak wants to spit at me, well, I can spit harder. And now I'm going to go sit in the locker room. And while he was sitting in the locker room, the rest of the team also joined him in the locker room for quite some time, because then on top of that, there was a 65-minute weather delay. Like, the first game was just drama on top of drama. Yes, chaos. After that, they do get back to play. The Eagles defense allowed 0 points the second half.
Yeah. Shut down.
Yeah, absolutely shut them down. Cowboys missed a kick by one of the best kickers, Brendan Aubrey.
Kickers had a rough week.
Yeah, they did.
In
Lots
general.
of doinks.
Yeah, a
Lots
lot of
of
goalposts.
doinks.
A lot of goalposts.
Lots of far rights, ironically.
I think we were talking, like, in preseason, it must have been, like, hitting the goalpost was the goal.
It must have been.
Heard a lot of it.
All that they were practicing.
Yeah.
And God, is it just me, or is the sound of a doink so aggressive?
So aggressive. It rings.
It's, God, it just like,
Yeah,
and you're
it's
like,
good.
oh my God, that's bad. It's like nails on a chalkboard.
Okay.
Dramatic finish. The Eagles held on for the win. CeeDee Lamb, top receiver, one of the best. Did have a couple of drop passes towards the end, potentially game winning. So that could have played a part as well. That seems to be a theme this week as well, as very well-known wide receivers dropping passes, which those are the two same hands that you've had this whole time. Yeah, no.
Same quarterback, too. So
Same
I don't really
quarterback.
know.
Yeah.
Don't care. Eagles win.
Eagles
Moving
win.
on.
Yep. Thoughts on the Eagles going forward?
That game doesn't prove to me, either one of them, what really is going to go down.
Agreed. Same with the
Heightened
Cowboys.
emotions, first game of the season.
Yeah.
Either you have the momentum, you don't. Let's see going into game 2.
Yeah. Like you said, I think the Cowboys played better than expected.
Totally.
So I wouldn't completely rule them out. I wouldn't go as far as saying it's their year, but, you know.
Oh, Jesus, no. I mean,
we have heads on our shoulders. Moving on to the next game. That was Friday night in Brazil. The Chargers versus the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Chargers snapped a 7-game losing skid to the Chiefs, won 27-21.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert was on fucking fire.
Yeah, he's
Holy hell.
He's the most confusing quarterback in the league to me. I don't know if it's because it's the Chargers. Like, they're the San Diego Chargers to me, not the LA Chargers.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like that team kind of gets forgotten about. It's probably because they're in the AFC. Like,
I agree.
I don't know where.
Yeah, I mean, last year they got pretty close to the playoffs. They've always kind of been somewhat of a contender ever since they've had Justin Herbert.
And John Harbaugh.
Yeah,
but
which allegedly the quarterback whisperer. But they always kind of fall short, and I do think because the Chiefs have been pretty dominant in the AFC West, Broncos are kind of picking up speed. I don't think they really got to worry about the Raiders. But, like, Justin Herbert, he 318 yards, 3 touchdowns, 35 rushing yards. I mean, clutch, almost 20-yard game scramble at the end to seal the victory. Like,
Yeah.
he looked like a 5-star franchise quarterback for years to
Fire.
come. And I was
Fire.
like, okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Obviously, we're not Chiefs haters, but, like, we're not Chiefs lovers.
No, I'm okay with seeing the Chiefs lose.
Absolutely loved it for first game of the season. Sorry, not sorry.
Taste of humble pie.
Yeah, honestly. Do we need to talk about Justin Herbert and Madison Beer?
I don't know who she is. I've seen that all over the place. I don't know who she is.
I think she's a singer.
Yeah, well, exactly my point by you saying I think.
Yeah, entirely not sure.
Everyone just keeps being like, "Oh my God, he's dating Madison Beer." I'm like, she looks like every other influencer that's out there. I know she's famous.
I was confusing her with Addison Rae.
That's what I'm saying though. When you said I think, she also looks like Olivia Rodrigo. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
All those fall in the same.
Well, funny story though, when they did wax the Chiefs, they went out to dinner in LA and they were like, "Hey, Justin Herbert, like you need some protection when you go out to dinner, like whatever." He brings his lineman Joe Alt
That's
as
cute.
his bodyguard.
That's cute.
I think that's cute.
Even though he like had somewhere else to be. That's cute.
Most likely. Like Joe Alt's like, "Bro, like I'd like to celebrate with my people." But
My thing is
nope.
like you're the quarterback for an LA football team. Like you're dating someone
Obviously.
in the public
Yeah.
eye.
He seems to be winning. We love that. Casey kind of had a rough start.
Yeah, I'm not mad
Xavier
about it.
Worthy out after like, I don't know, three passes. So the Chiefs look a little banged up. We're never gonna rule out Patrick Mahomes.
Never.
Obviously, we're not stupid.
Never.
But there's a whole lot of question marks going on with that area. Is Travis Kelce washed?
I wouldn't say washed.
Or is he just busy with other things?
I don't think, I know we've discussed this before off the pod. I don't think that like his season is going to be like, he's not focused because he's engaged.
Mhm.
Because let's be real, neither one of those two are planning that wedding. So,
No.
you know what I mean? When people are like, "Oh, he's like busy," I'm like, y'all think they're sitting planning wedding?
Yeah, like
No.
on a Wednesday night instead of watching film, you think he's at home like planning which color napkins they're going to use at their wedding?
Obviously, red and yellow.
Obviously. Like, no shit.
No, those two are not like. He's not distracted with that. I don't think that you could go as far to say washed. Like
Yeah.
he's still better than 80% of the tight ends in this
Right.
in the National Football League. Like
Right.
that's just what it is. He's probably not at his level he was 3-4 years ago.
Totally. I think he's on
Obviously,
the decline of
yes.
his career.
I mean, people thought he was going to retire after last year.
Yeah.
Like I think he's got 1-2 more years in him.
Yeah.
But like, washed is out of the question.
yeah, I don't think I would ever call Travis Kelce washed.
No,
He's just had too great of a career. that,
exactly.
like,
That's
okay,
crazy.
You might not be an absolute Pro Bowler every single year. I wouldn't call you washed.
No.
And we love Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
However, one of the Chargers defensive tackles does it and just slapped Travis Kelce. Got a 15-yard penalty, but didn't get ejected.
Love
so
that.
I'm sure the Swifties are tearing him apart on Instagram
Yeah, mom.
with their pitchforks and fairy dust and all things.
Friendship bracelets.
And friendship bracelets.
That's cute.
Super cute. Thoughts on the Chargers going forward?
I need more film on the Chargers.
Okay.
I don't watch the Chargers enough.
Yeah.
I mean, they look solid. I think
yeah.
Justin Herbert should be solid. How long has he been in the league?
Yeah.
6 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. Time to pony up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he
would
looks
love
athletic.
to see them pull out the
Yeah.
AFC West.
Sure. That's what I mean. They've been competitive.
Yeah.
Never really amounted to anything in the AFC.
Yeah.
Cool.
I would love to see them pull out of the AFC West.
Same, me too.
That's my vote.
I'm down with that.
Moving on to, let's just say, the game of the week.
Absolutely.
Sunday Night Showdown,
Mm-hmm.
brought to you by Carrie Underwood. Waiting all day for Sunday night. God, I was so hyped hearing that. An AFC Championship rematch between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
That was a show.
Cinema.
Absolute cinema.
Cinema.
41-40, the Bills pulled off an epic comeback.
Pisses me off, though, because anybody that had either of those players from both teams on fantasy won.
Oh, yeah, I think Josh Allen dropped a 40 burger.
Yeah.
I had Derrick Henry. He dropped me almost a
Well, but
30
even
burger,
receivers,
yeah.
like if you're scoring 40 points, naturally the time of possession is insane for both teams. Like
Yep.
there's a lot of action. Even
Yeah.
if you're throwing 5-yard passes, they're adding up.
Oh, yeah. So the Bills, that was their last home opener in Highmark Stadium. They're getting a new stadium next year. So I think that this was a very, like, fun,
Oh, it was.
special moment. However, I will say they are known for their fans, and thousands of them left when they were down 40-25.
Yeah, down 15. How long left?
Like 7 minutes left.
Okay, yeah.
Which, I mean, the
No,
Ravens
y'all
had
are
a
like
98% chance to win the damn game.
Yeah, but you have Josh Allen.
You have Josh Allen.
You guys are one game away from going to the Super Bowl the last 2 years.
Yes. And I don't know if it's just me personally, you as well. Like, I'm staying the whole time. I paid money for this damn ticket. Also, if, like you said, if my quarterback is Josh Allen and we are the Buffalo Bills and we've been contending for the last couple years, I'm watching the whole damn thing. Never counting Josh Allen out. Ever.
The fact that you would leave and give up a chance to listen to Brightside.
Oh, my God. Yes.
After the game with the stadium and the players, like,
could you imagine how heartbroken you'd be?
No,
if
I
you
had chills watching those videos.
Same. Imagine being a fan that left and been like, God damn it.
No.
So the Ravens did blow a 15-point lead with 7 minutes left of the game. Lamar Jackson, I mean, Baltimore was pretty much driving that game majority of the time.
Yeah.
They looked great. Lamar Jackson, another great game. Derrick Henry, obviously, another great game. 2 touchdowns. He did have a late fumble, 5 minutes left of the game, which did give the ball back to the Bills and kind of jump-started that comeback.
Yeah.
So, while Derrick Henry is an absolute monster on the field, the Ravens, when they're closing out games, is like,
shouldn't have ate that popcorn.
Shouldn't have eaten that popcorn. Bro.
Brewski.
Fun fact, though, Derrick Henry, he has had a total of 150 total touchdowns in high school. High school. Yeah. 150 touchdowns in 4 years. 55 just his senior year. Obviously setting a Florida high school record. He is currently in his 10th year, and he has 108. He just needs 45 more to tie his high school record. Like, that ratio is insane to me.
Well, could you imagine him in high school? Just absolutely running over people.
No, and you know those just, like, poor kids who just played football in high school just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
They knew they weren't taking this seriously and going to the league.
They just wanted to tell girls I'm
on the football team.
Yeah,
like
look at my Letterman's jacket.
Yep, Dad's making me play a sport. I'm on the football team. Just getting trucked every weekend by this
They're going against a live transformer.
Yes, at the age of, like, what, 15, 16? Like, those guys are all probably still bruised up and banged up.
That's insane.
And here he is now doing
but
grown-ass man.
They're still at their house going, remember when I went against him? And
he fucked me up when I was 14 years old, still concussed. The wife's like, oh, that makes so much more fucking sense. Josh Allen led the Bills to score 16 unanswered points in the final 4 minutes. Absolutely insane. Josh Allen, 4 touchdowns total, 2 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing. Fun fact, he became the 4th reigning MVP in NFL history to account for at least 4 touchdowns in week 1. The previous 3 players to do that was Tom Brady in 2011, Brett Favre in 1996, and Thurman Thomas in 1992. All reached the Super Bowl that season.
Okay.
So maybe that's some good writing in the stars.
Well, I love Josh Allen.
Bills.
I'd be okay with the Seahawks Bills Super Bowl.
I would too, as well. It's looking like that over the Ravens. With John Harbaugh, it's the 8th time the team has lost a game in which they held a 4th quarter lead of at least 8 points. They are also the first team in NFL history to score at least 40 points and rush for 235 yards and lose the game.
Yeah, damn.
Teams were 277-0.
Can't tell if what was worse, losing the game we lost or that.
I literally
don't know. What about the Bills fan that got ejected?
Absolute lifted up to no man's land and thrown back down to his
he's
seat.
banned for life.
Yeah, he'll never.
Which he's an idiot because he's lucky that that's all that happened. He did smack Lamar Jackson and another player on their head.
Yeah,
and Lamar just kind of like lifted him up.
I think it was Hopkins.
Please tell me you saw that he did a news conference.
The kid
apologizing. Yeah,
the child.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He's wearing a neck brace like Mike the Situation does in.
Shut the fuck up. Like with the local news?
He's wearing a neck brace.
I am deceased. Well, that is the definition of fuck around and find out.
I didn't listen to the apology because simply I don't give a shit. But the fact that you found a way to get banned for life when you were sitting front row, aka you're rich, and
Idiot.
probably wouldn't have been the last time you sat there,
Yeah.
and you smacked a player at their
Two
place,
players
at
on
their
their heads.
at their place of work.
Yeah.
You know, not allowed.
Yep.
And you get banned for life. But yeah, wait, I'll show you after this.
That is hysterical.
No, he's literally Mike the Situation with the neck brace.
Well, that's what you fucking get. Fuck around and find out. So that was an absolute cinematic
Yeah.
masterpiece for the first Sunday night football of the season. Thoughts on Bills and Ravens? for
Both
going on?
solid,
Yeah.
as predicted.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really know the issue on either of the teams except Ravens just need to close out games.
They've always been like that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. So other than that, I mean, if I'm in the AFC, I'm still not wanting to play them.
No.
And I'm still happy Derrick Henry's on my fantasy.
Yeah. Good for you.
Hey, let's just give a shout out to Ari, myself, for going 3-0 in fantasy this week.
Good job, Ari.
First time ever.
Yeah.
I fucking
Great work.
prayed for times like these, let me tell you. Don't ask me about next week. We're
Yeah,
just going to talk about week
seriously.
1.
Week 1 only.
Moving on to Monday Night Football.
Yeah. Rookie showdown.
Rookie showdown.
Well,
I
Caleb
guess,
Williams isn't a rookie anymore.
but he played like one.
Yeah.
The Vikings versus Bears.
Yeah.
Everyone was pretty optimistic about the Bears. Lots of question marks around Minnesota.
Besides me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's also a hopeful thing. Poor ass franchise just begging for a win, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. But Caleb Williams and JJ McCarthy were drafted in the same year.
Yeah.
And as we know, JJ McCarthy did not play last year, so this was technically his rookie debut. Started off rough.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Williams, I'm sure the Bears are gonna live that first drive for.
Eternity.
They're gonna hang on to that forever.
Oh, they
According
were
to them.
so hopeful.
They're
I
going
was
to the
finding
Super Bowl.
myself laughing out loud during that game.
Dude,
'Cause
yeah.
I just know what it's like, I'm sure, to be a Bears fan and like be so hopeful, then just so not, and then be like,
Oh God,
You know what
jerked
I mean?
around like
Yeah.
nobody's business.
Yeah. Having to
Um,
hear about Caleb Williams and Angel Reese sharing a nail artist. Oh my God. That sounds like my absolute nightmare of a fan base.
I mean, at this point, it's like if you were winning games, fine. I don't care.
No, same.
You could wear a tutu during the game. I don't give a shit. But you're not winning games, and all of this talk,
Mhm.
all of this falderall and foo-foo lame shit going around. Yeah,
Yeah. He did it for a great cause. It's nothing about the cause.
Totally.
It was like for suicide prevention.
yeah,
I think,
yeah.
Or
I
something
think
like that.
Yeah,
But again, yes, the storylines for the Chicago Bears, we're missing the point.
exactly. We're missing the plot. We're here to play
Like,
football.
football.
They did have a lead the entire time going to the fourth quarter, 17-6. Like I said, I'm convinced that JJ McCarthy and Caleb Williams switch bodies at halftime, mainly fourth quarter,
Yeah.
because JJ McCarthy was a totally different quarterback. I remember I was asked about like, oh, how's he doing? And I go, oh, he looks like shit. He sucks. Like blah blah blah. Ha
Yeah.
ha ha. Come fourth quarter, I go, well, I'm gonna take that back real quick.
Well, I think you have to remember that that's J.J. McCarthy's first NFL game in his hometown of Chicago.
Yeah.
A lot of emotion. So essentially, you watched him play 2 quarters of a game that was literally getting
Yeah.
the nerves
And
out.
also, Ben Johnson, the new coordinator at Chicago,
Yeah.
he played their starters during preseason.
Yeah.
Kevin O'Connell
Didn't.
did not play
Yeah.
starters
So
for the Vikings.
he's fresh
So,
out the womb.
Yeah, basically.
And honestly, as a quarterback analyst, J.J. McCarthy's like the stature quarterback I'm looking for.
yeah.
The build, the
Oh, yeah.
body. He looks like he aged 2 years already in the
Yeah.
NFL in a good way because he was giving baby face.
100%.
I don't mind Caleb Williams either. You think like when you watch Caleb Williams play, he's very athletic. Like when he
Yes,
rolls out of the pocket and he's
Yeah.
running, and the motherfucker can throw the ball.
he can.
My thing is Caleb Williams be hucking that thing 100 miles an hour and you don't know where the hell it's going.
And neither do the receivers.
No, and he's throwing up hospital balls.
Yes, 100%.
Thank God DJ Moore is okay because what was crazy on that play in the middle of the field, aka a hospital ball thrown by Caleb Williams, was that hit. They threw a flag immediately, thinking that play was targeting or unnecessary roughness because it was so gruesome.
Yeah.
And they had to pick up the flag because it was a perfectly done hit by the defense.
100%.
So that even more to the point that the quarterback just served that ball up for him.
Exactly what they've been doing to Chris Olave in New Orleans, like just setting him up to get absolutely rocked.
Yeah, it was hard to watch. So yeah, Caleb Williams continues to look athletic. It's just like he overthrew multiple critical balls. The accuracy is just not there. Yeah.
Yep.
Everything looks great before the ball comes out. It comes out, you're like, damn, okay.
No, literally.
Don't know where it's going.
Yeah. And he's great runner.
Great runner. But just, some of the deep balls that would have kept them in the game, he overthrew receivers by about 5 yards on
and I think
deep routes.
That's what got them at the end because, J.J. McCarthy looked very poised that last quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And Justin Jefferson didn't look as so irritated as he did for the rest of the season because I think that he could also feel his quarterback feeling more confident. Caleb Williams also just looks flustered when things start going haywire, you know?
He looks like that in real life.
Yeah. Yeah. So very disappointing game for the Bears and Ben Johnson. Hopefully they can maybe bounce back. Not entirely sure about that one.
I'm excited to watch the Vikings, and the Bears are still a question mark to me.
Yeah. Ben Johnson not being there with Detroit. Also, Lions lost bad to the Packers. Packers look scary good.
Mm-hmm.
Micah Parsons did have a sack in his debut. He was on limited time, so if everyone's like, he should have got more, he was on limited
Him learning
time.
the team's cheers during the game was my favorite part.
Okay, wasn't that kind of cute?
It was kind of cute.
Yeah. And he was like behind, like by a beat, like every time. And I was like, oh, he's trying so hard. Kind of cute.
Okay, we have to get into the Seahawks.
Yeah. So
your Seattle Seahawks.
Lots of chit chatter about how the season was going to go. If we were feeling optimistic, that was a very disappointing home opener. We'll just call it what it is. To start, Sam Darnold wasn't horrible.
No.
We are not going to put this on Sam Darnold.
No.
The O-line looked good, I will say.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold had time in the pocket.
Honestly,
I think Niners only had one sack.
As a whole, it stings a lot to lose that game.
100%.
The reality is we're playing a strong 49ers team.
No matter what.
And you're both playing your first game of the season, figuring things out. Like, as a fan, it's freaking awful. I don't want to lose any game.
Especially to the 49ers.
Yeah, especially the 49ers. But then a lot of people are like, it's week 1. Like, you're figuring things out, which, yes, like, I can recognize that.
Yes.
I'm just miserable that I'm around 49ers fans and I lost.
Yes.
But, Sam Darnold didn't look that bad. Again, first year with the team, first year under new offense. We have a new O-line. We have new receiver. But obviously, winnable game. Yes,
winnable game. I think that's what was most frustrating. Yeah. Obviously, the 49ers won, but at what cost? George Kittle is now on the IR for a couple weeks. Purdy is apparently hurt day to day, and they are waiving their kicker, Jake Moody.
I'm pissed off about all of that.
Me
too.
We
played them before. Mm-hmm. George Kittle was out half the game, but Brock Purdy was in the whole game. But now they're out. Yeah. Watch, they're going to go. Who do they play next? They get to play the Cardinals next.
The Saints,
the Rams.
I think.
Oh, okay. Well, that's annoying.
Yeah. Okay. It is really fucking annoying. So let's do a couple highlights and lowlights.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The defense looked good.
Yeah.
They, unfortunately, the possession that the Seahawks had versus the Niners.
Time of possession was over 15 minutes.
The Niners had 38 minutes versus the Seahawks 22 minutes.
There's a 15-minute difference.
Yeah, which means by fourth quarter, when things really fucking matter, the defense is absolutely exhausted.
Gassed.
But linebacker Ernest Jones' interception, he played great. Mm-hmm. Cornerback Josh Joby's interception played great. We only allowed one sack. And Jordan Love played great. He led the team with 10 tackles. Yeah. So there were some great, I think, defense as a whole.
Yeah, you're really starting to see Mike McDonald, who is a defensive head coach, minded head coach. That is all coming to play. Again, second year for him, kind of getting that whole vibe together. Defense looked great as a whole. Tyreek Woolen continues to be a question mark.
Yes.
As he's getting picked on.
Yes.
All game.
He was getting burnt. All game.
Yeah, he was getting burnt last season too. I think what you're looking at with Tyreek Woolen is a Richard Sherman stature.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just not necessarily the football IQ.
Correct.
Obviously, Richard Sherman, in that sense, is elite.
Yes.
I mean, that's a Hall of Famer, the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's interesting to me now, following our training camp visit, that if you didn't hear, Ari and I were at training camp one day, Richard Sherman was there, and he was basically assigned to Tyreek Woolen like glue. All practice.
White on rice. Yep.
Yeah,
and we made note of that. Yeah.
And yeah, we were watching it. Even like Tyreek Woolen would finish the play. He would come to the sidelines, kind of try to regroup, and Sherman was on him like the whole time. So it's giving to me more that this may be a prove it year for Tyreek Woolen.
Totally.
In a Seahawks uniform.
Yeah, I think the thing is that he had an outstanding rookie year, and ever since he's been declining. He hasn't been improving, and it should be the other way around, obviously. Right. The issue that I think I have is that a lot of like preseason and off season and even during the season, there's a lot of chatter, like even coming from Mike McDonald and even Reek himself saying, I just got to stay locked in. I just got to stay locked in. And I'm like, here, okay, we're year 4. Why the hell are we not locked in?
Right. Right.
What is, and that I think goes to the football IQ.
I think the football IQ is the biggest question mark
because
for Tyreek.
he can make the plays.
Yeah.
Like he had great plays, but it's the getting burnt by Ricky Parcell and giving up on a 40-yard pass.
Right.
And
then on that critical touchdown catch at the end, like being behind the ball.
Yeah.
And probably trying to make an interception catch 100% instead of swatting the ball down. And that is just where that veteran captain mentality is just not there.
I think that was selfish play because he wanted to make the
move. Richard Sherman sorry ass receiver like Crabtree catching
sorry
end zone
receiver like who?
Yeah.
Jake Tongus or whatever. Like we made a nobody a somebody. Yeah. So Reek
he's in a prove it year. This is a prove it year for Reek.
Yeah. All eyes are on him after that.
It just makes me nervous though, because if you're another team going in to play the Seahawks, he's going to continue to get picked on.
Oh, 100%. I think so. That is obviously our biggest issue. A JSN though, however, absolutely shined. Yeah. He's obviously our wide receiver 1. I mean, we knew that, but he really proved himself to have chemistry with Sam Darnold. Yep. And he was reliable. So love to see that. Cooper Kupp?
I'm not sure if Cooper Kupp stayed in LA.
Is he still lost? Confused?
For that one, or maybe he was in Yakima or something. I love him. But like
physically there, but like I'm gonna be honest, I was in Vancouver watching the game at a bar with a lot of Seahawks and Niners fans, which was fun. And so I think that was one of the few times in the last couple of years that I have actually sat down and watched every single snap.
Yeah.
Usually when we're at the game, I get a little sidetracked. Oopsies. That was the first time. And I genuinely was like, where the hell is Cooper Kupp?
Well, I saw him miss a third down that went right through his hands, which obviously as a receiver, if the ball's going through your hands, you got to catch it. Yeah. Which sucks because is that looking bad on Sam Darnold, vice versa. I don't know. Again, I'm going to give him grace on first game in Seattle, first game with a new team, period, in his entire career. Obviously, a lot of pressure on him coming home, being in Seattle for the first time, his hometown, all the things. Yeah. Chemistry with Sam Darnold, although JSN had the same amount of time. So, But JSN has really been on an incline of like 100%. The work he's done, everything he said in the offseason is matching up with how he's performing. I think he's the best slot receiver in the NFL.
I would honestly back you up on that. I think
honestly, and I'm not the first person to say that.
No,
that's been.
I mean, let's also give some credit. I mean, he is a Ohio State receiver merchant. Yeah. Like he is a great receiver, and he is proving to be even great in the NFL. Right. Another part of our offense is the run game.
Question mark.
Both teams struggled to run that game. Kenneth Walker was held to only like 67 yards.
Oh, I know. I have him in fantasy, and he scored 5 points.
Okay. Charbonnet.
Which is why I didn't want him in fantasy, but he was the next best running back, so how do I not?
Tough. Which I've said before, I think Charbonnet's going to take it. He had more.
I'm okay with him doing that.
Dude, I don't know what's going on, but it seemed to me like Zach Charbonnet was getting even more protection and blocking from the O-line. Well, so I don't know if K9, slept with some baby mamas or something on the O-line or some shit going on like that.
Well, I think this is where the lack of reps in training minicamp because of injury and the lack of snaps in preseason because of injury management bites you in the ass.
100%.
Because then you're not prepared. Well, Charbonnet's taken the majority of the snaps in camp. Yeah. He took the majority of the snaps.
Yeah.
And the alignment, the running styles are not the same for the two of them.
Yeah.
They run differently. They scramble differently. Mm-hmm. So now you're asking linemen to play this flip-flop game consistently. Mm-hmm. And they had more experience with Charbonnet.
Yeah. 100%.
I mean, I can't prove that, but from what I'm seeing, that's what it looked like.
He looked like he had more control when running the ball. The team itself had more control when he was running the ball versus Kenneth Walker.
Well, that specifically for the Seattle Seahawks, the not playing the starters in the preseason, I understand the philosophy. I get that. But when you're trying to figure out what your running back running game is going to look like by managing the two of them, and if that is a big question mark for you, you're not going to put your all into one of them, then maybe you play more snaps in the preseason and you figure that out.
I agree.
Because now we wasted game one trying to figure that out.
And I was just going to say the same thing is like the problem that I have with, yes, I understand not playing starters in the preseason. However, when you do have newer players on the O-line, you do have new pieces. If we're the same team, like the Eagles, okay, you guys just won the Super Bowl. You guys didn't really do a whole lot of change.
No.
Player or teams
fundamental.
That didn't really change a whole lot. I obviously do not start your starters in the preseason. But when teams are like trying to still build that
exactly,
team unison and like get everyone on the same page, we have to start our starters in preseason because, we wasted game one, a very important game one. Yeah, divisional rivalry game.
The only thing I can say for the Seahawks, now you're going into game two or, off week with that film of okay, this is what is working, this is what, and unfortunately, the reality is we wasted game one to do that. But that's your... That's your one.
Yeah, that's your one.
That's your one,
boys.
So
I'm still feeling confident about Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
that quote unquote strip sack at the end was not Nick Bosa. He got bumped by an O lineman. Yeah. So let's stop giving him the credit.
Yeah, no, it was hit by his own player.
Yeah, that was a little messy at the end, unfortunately. But I mean, at the end of the day, we had multiple chances to win that game. The 49ers kept continuously giving us opportunities to win the game.
Right.
And we were beating ourselves and shooting ourselves in the foot. Tariq Woolen played a huge part in that. That's just
I was gonna say it's just as much as offense wasn't getting first downs. Obviously, with time of possession, defense held points, but they also couldn't get themselves off the field.
Exactly. And I'm sorry, but a 30% third down conversion rate is absolutely abysmal.
Right.
3 out of 10 to get third down. We've got to figure out how to string along.
I know.
A consecutive drive for 5 minutes, give the defense a rest, and march down the field.
I'm still optimistic in Carrot Top, though.
I am too.
Now I'm 2 days out, and I'm okay, I'm looking at the game for what it was. But, if you would have saw me down by Lumen Field on Sunday, I'm fighting.
No, it was tough because when we were I was I'm really sad I'm missing the first home game, but we watched his Falcons game, which ended horribly as well. And so I could not laugh because I go, well, we're on deck.
Yeah.
That's karma. And then we watched our game. And we look at each other and we're like, oh, we're just an 0-2 couple. Isn't this great? And I'm looking around and I'm we had a really nice 49ers fan that was behind us. He came and shook his hand and he was super nice. And I was like, you know what? I just want to say thank you for being a nice 49ers fan. None of you guys
honestly,
are like that.
I didn't have a lot of bad experiences with them at the tailgates either. It was also not giving 54% 49ers fans.
When they showed the stadium, they kept right in the beginning on the TV they were showing it, but they were showing the visiting side, and I go obvious. You can't say that.
Even from
and then show the visiting side. Show the stadium as a whole.
well, 54%. It should be half of the whole stadium.
Exactly.
So.
I also loved the green pom poms that were in addition
Yeah.
because I feel like that really helps the
Totally. Anyways,
green
yeah, just
show.
like walking through Hawks Alley and all those things, it wasn't giving 54% to me. So not horrible, but anyways,
Yeah.
the game is over. We're moving on. We play them again. Have fun, everybody else that gets to play them without George Kittle or Brock Purdy.
Steelers up next.
Which I'm not excited about.
No, because apparently Aaron Rodgers isn't washed like we thought. But hey, maybe
Great.
we'll wash him.
Literally. Wash them right up.
Yeah, hopefully. Can only hope. So we're staying optimistic.
Yeah.
1 week down the hatch.
Yeah. We're good. We're
Move
good. We're
on.
good. We're good. We're going to be mature about this.
A
We
lot
got
of
this.
sour negative 12s.
Yeah.
On social media, and I would just like you guys to just put a sock in it.
It's a long season.
It's a long season. Yeah. That was our dress rehearsal, unfortunately, against the 49ers. But moving on.
All right.
To the Super Bowl.
To the Super Bowl we go. After
Super
we
Bowl,
won loss, I don't give a shit.
And like we said, the city will blow up.
No.
If the Mariners and the Seahawks win it.
Blow
And you know what? Let's fucking blow the city
Let's
up.
blow it up.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Let's blow it up.
I don't think we can say that, but yeah.
Not literally.
Yeah.
Just with loud cheers.
Love you guys. See you next week.
XOXO. Shakers.